Hello kid. Well, today we are going to meet Rishabh and his grandmother. See what they are doing? Well, they are watching television because it was afternoon time and they were watching the favorite cartoon show. But do you think during the olden days people had television for their entertainment? Not really. So what did they do? Do you know? Well, they listened to the stories of the folk tales, that is the Jatakas and the Panchatantras. Even a group of painters also went from one village to another village to show the paintings of Jatakas and Panchatantras, and the stories were depicted through the paintings. See, these were the folk tales, the Panchatantra and the Jataka. Over here, you can see these folk tales actually told stories of different animals and moral lessons. So, during the past, all these folk tales were used for entertainment. People used to go from one village to another village and they used to depict these kind of stories with the help of pictures. Let me tell you. Well, once upon a time, there lived a pigeon and it used to stay in her nest very near to a kitchen. The cook of the kitchen used to love her a lot, and see, he loved to feed her with grains. But one fine morning, the crow saw the pigeon getting lovely food from the kitchen. So what did he plan? Do you know? Well, the crow planned to make friendship with the pigeon and get food from the kitchen. So, see over here. The crow made friendship with the pigeon and they gelled with each other very well. And then they started living in the pigeon's nest together. Well, the pigeon told the crow that they would love to discuss about politics, religion, other stories, but when it came to food, they have to see their own ways. Hearing that, the crow got frustrated. It had made friendship with the pigeon only because of food. So now, when the pigeon said that they have to see their own ways, the crow got angry and they fought for a while. Finally, the crow became very impatient. He thought he would go directly to the kitchen and get the food. So, let's see what happened to the crow. Well, the crow came near to the kitchen and found the smell of a curried fish on the plate. And there he went. Stealthily he crept inside the kitchen to get the curried fish on the plate. So, the crow went to get the fish from the plate. But in that hurry-burry, he didn't realize that there was a ladle which fell off from the plate and made a great noise. This alerted the cook, which caught hold of the crow and finally killed him. So, my dear kid, what did we learn from this story? Greed numbs intelligence. That is, you should never ever be greedy. If you are greedy, then you will act foolishly and finally you will land up in danger, just like the crow. So, greed numbs intelligence. Now, let us hear a story from Panchatantra. Well, this is a famous story of a speedy hare and the slow tortoise. Once upon a time, there was a beautiful forest full of animals, and in that forest lived a hare who was very famous for his speed. He used to boast about himself that nobody can defeat him. Hearing the hare, the tortoise decided to challenge him. So, he said that he is going to defeat the hare in a race. Hearing that, the hare laughed aloud. What? You will defeat me? Well, you don't know I am the speedy hare. But let's see what happened next. Well, the hare ran for a while and then he looked looked back at the tortoise. He saw the tortoise was moving very slowly, just like a tortoise moves. But the hare laughed at him and said, "You think you will defeat me and win the race by walking so very slowly?" And then he went ahead. After a while, the hare thought he would just take a nap for a while under the tree because there was lot of time. So he slept there, stretching himself. Do you know what did the tortoise do? Well, it kept on moving slowly and steadily and passed the hare and moved forward. So the tortoise kept on moving ahead and walking. Finally, he reached the finish line and the tortoise won. And there all the animals of the forest started cheering up very loudly. Hearing that, the hare woke up and he started running. But it was too late because the tortoise had already reached the finish line. So what did we learn from this story? Slow and steady wins the race. Just like over here, the tortoise was moving slowly and steadily and he finally won the race. Whereas the hare, although he was very speedy, he was very much confident about himself. And there he took a nap and finally he lost. So slow and steady wins the race. So what did these folk tales like the Panchatantra and Jatakas taught us? Well, the folk tales impart values of morality and honesty within us. Some of the stories teach us how we should abide by our moral values and we should always be honest while living our life. So, by following this, we will be able to live a virtuous life. So, what did the folk tales teach us? It taught us morality, honesty, and how to live a virtuous life. Now, there were some people in the family who loved to tell the stories of Jatakas and Panchatantras. They were our beloved grandfather and grandmother. They loved to share these stories with their grandchildren. But other than them, there were also many people who dressed up and performed Ram Leela, which enacted the story of Ramayana. I'm sure you have heard about this, that Ram Leela is also performed on Dussehra, wherein the great story of Lord Rama is told to all of us. Now, here we have got the ancient epics of India. The first ancient epic was Ramayana. The first Indian epic consists of 24,000 verses divided into 7 books. But it was composed about 6,500 years ago. So, this is the first ancient Indian epic, that is the Ramayana. Now, what is an epic? Do you know? Well, an epic is a long poem which contains a large number of verses just over here as you have seen. After the Ramayana, we have another ancient epic, that is the Mahabharata. Do you know? This is the longest epic in the world literature. So, you should be very proud of this epic. Not only that, it consists of 102 stanzas. And this was also composed 6,500 years ago. So, I have a question for you. Which is the world's longest epic? Is it option 1 Ramayana or option 2 Mahabharata? Can't remember? Let me tell you. Well, just now we have seen that Ramayana is the first Indian ancient epic and Mahabharata is the longest epic in the world literature. So, Ramayana is a wrong option and Mahabharata is the correct option because it is the longest epic in world literature. Now, let me tell you the story of Ramayana. Well, this is the story of Lord Ram, his wife Sita, and his brother Lakshman. Well, they were all sent to exile by Ram's father, who was the ruler of Ayodhya. So, they all wandered for 14 years in the dense forests. And then, one day, when Ram and Lakshman were not there, the demon Ravana came in. And what did he do, you know? He kidnapped Sita. Finally, Ram had to fight a long war with Ravana to get back Sita. And then Ram with his wife Sita and Lakshman came back to Ayodhya after defeating the demon Ravana. Even when they all came back, the whole kingdom celebrated their returning to Ayodhya by lighting earthen lamps, and hence the celebration of Diwali started. We also celebrate Diwali for the coming back of Ram, Sita and his brother Lakshman to Ayodhya. That is the victory of good over evil. So, let's see what Ramayana teaches us. Ramayana teaches us to value every small promise and fulfill it wholeheartedly. Well, over here, the Lord Ram went to the exile just to fulfill the promise of his father. So, Ramayana teaches us how to fulfill even a small promise wholeheartedly. Not only that, Ramayana teaches us to stay on the path of truth. See, since Lord Ram was honest, so he could finally get the victory over the demon Ravana, and then they came back to Ayodhya. All of this happened because he was honest and he stayed on the path of truth. Now I'll tell you the story of Mahabharata. Did you know? In 1990s, there was a famous TV serial Mahabharata. You won't even believe such was the craze of Mahabharata that Indian streets and markets would go completely empty because everybody was glued to the TV screen to watch the great Mahabharata. I'm sure your parents also must have told you sometime, right? Let me tell you in short. Well, Mahabharata tells us the story of the terrible 18 days war between the brothers, the Pandavas and the Kauravas. You know, the war of Mahabharata was held in Kurukshetra. See, this is the scene of Kurukshetra where people were fighting and they were getting killed. Don't you think it's terrible to fight like this among brothers? I'm sure you would feel, right? But do you know why this war happened? It happened because of greed, jealousy and revenge. They wanted to take revenge on one another, and that's why this whole war happened. Finally, the Pandavas won and the Kauravas were defeated. So, what does Mahabharata teaches us? Mahabharata teaches us that revenge consumes all. It's only because of greed, jealousy and revenge that so many people were killed. So, you should always be forgiving and stay away from greed and jealousy. Not only that, Mahabharata also teaches us the virtue of kindness. That is, you should be kind to others. You should not keep anger within yourself and try to seek revenge on others. So, you should have the virtue of kindness. So, I'm sure, my dear kid, now you have understood which were the ancient epics and the folk tales. So, I would tell you that all of these ancient folk tales like the Jatakas, Panchatantras, even the epics of Ramayana, Mahabharata are very, very important in our lives. Well, the morals that we learn over there help us to live a very, very virtuous life. So, I am sure you should also listen to these stories and take up these morals so that you can also grow up to be a great individual.